Day 332, the four corners of the altar. The teacher led me into something of a hidden valley, small and hedged in by low-lying mountains on all sides. In the middle of the valley was a rectangular object about 7 feet across and about 4 feet high. "What is it?" I asked. "It's an altar," he replied, "an altar of sacrifice, a model of the brazen altar that stood in the temple courts. Note the horns at its corners. The sacrifice would be tied to the horns, bound to the four directions of the four corners of the altar. As it is written in Psalm 118, bind the sacrifice with cords to the horns of the altar. It is from the same song Messiah and his disciples sang at the end of the Last Supper. So they sang a song about the sacrifice in the altar the night before he would be offered up as a sacrifice, but not on the altar. But it was on the altar, he said. In Hebrew, the word for altar is mizbah. I know I mispronounced that. It means an instrument of slaughter by which the sacrifice was lifted up. Come. He led me to the other side of the valley, in which stood another object, behind the ridge of the mountains that obscured it. It was a large wooden cross, looking less like a religious object than an instrument of execution. Another altar, he said, of another sacrifice. The altar in the temple was the object of four directions. So too the altar of Messiah is an object of four directions. But the altar had four corners. I don't see corners on the cross. Yes, said the teacher. The altar of sacrifice must have four corners. And it does. You're just not seeing it. You're looking for the four corners pointing outward and framing the space inside as a rectangular on the brazen altar. But this is heaven's sacrifice and heaven's altar. The four corners of this altar are opposite. They point inward, and the frame and space outside. That's when it hit me as I stared at the beams. I see it now. The four corners are that of the rectangle turned inside out, converging on him, and the space they frame is the sky. The four corners of the temple altar contained a finite space, but the space contained by these four corners is infinite. It frames the universe to cover every ground, every circumstance, every sin, every burden, every problem, every guilt, every pain, every tear, every shame, every hurt, every moment of every life, just as life is shed, and the love it bears are infinite. It's the altar of infinity. The mission: ponder this truth. The love of God is bigger than the universe, stronger than evil, longer than time, and that overcome all that you must overcome.